Oh my good gracious me. What is up, everybody? How we all doing? We are rocking and rolling on Naval Action today, and we are already moving. We're already sailing away. So, as you guys know from Naval Action videos in the past, we are trying to make some money. We need the money to do our combat because now we have to buy ammunition, we have to buy gunpowder. We have to have all of these things in stock to be able to actually fight effectively. So, that costs money. We need money to make that happen. So that is why we have to do what we have to do. So unfortunately, we do have to stick with this this trading crap that we've been doing the past couple of streams. It is a time-consuming process. That is, there's no denying that. It is definitely a time-consuming process and effort, but that is, it's to be expected. All right? So all the changes they've made have really brought this type of early gameplay into the servers. So we're doing what we can with what we got. I'm going to run another ad just so we can get another set here, since we are set to run another grouping of ads. So I'm going to run a couple more here, just one more, since I don't see anybody out there just yet, and that's okay. So this way everything gets we get pre-rolls out of the way. We don't like pre-rolls, guys. Pre-rolls are obnoxious. We're not a fan. We're not a fan. So we're gonna rock and roll. Oh no, I forgot to switch it again. I seem to have that brain fart. All right, it seems to go that way. So we're gonna fix that right now. Make sure we're not throwing all of my lovely stingers into the realm here. I don't need all of them. I just need the one, really, and the one I use for just the regular stuff. Anyway. Oh, so how is everybody doing? Today is Wednesday. How is everybody's Wednesday going? What have we all been up to? What are we doing? What do we got planned? What are we rocking? What are you guys doing tonight? I mean, it is a Wednesday. I mean, we're halfway through the week, so that's a plus. Being halfway through the week is a good thing. I finally got to the gym this morning, and I feel fucking amazing. I feel great. I can't wait to go again tomorrow. Tomorrow is shoulders. So we're going to hit the shoulders pretty hard tomorrow, and abs. I've been hitting abs every single day, and I plan to hit them every day because, well, the abs are a very resilient muscle group, I've found out. You can hit them really, really hard, and they, like 2 hours later after hitting them really, really hard, they're laughing at you. Like, hey, you want to hit me with some more? Liz, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. So I already have the first load in session right now. We've already got the first one running, so we are going to Marsh Harbor, which is up here. It takes a bit of time. I almost want to set up to build this car that I've got behind me. I got the Kick Sauber F1 car in the box behind me. Part of me wants to set that up to build while we're sailing. Something to help pass the time a little bit. I feel like that would be a nice idea to do. I feel like that would be a good idea. Just finished breakfast for dinner. Even got hash browns. Even got hash browns, breakfast for dinner. What else did we have other than the hash browns? Well, I mean, obviously hash browns are great. I mean, if you really think about it, tater tots are just dinner hash browns. While breakfast hash browns are just breakfast tater tots. Don't give me shit. Don't give me shit for that. You had eggs. Eggs are always tasty. Eggs are good. High in protein, too. So very much. Shut your whole face. Now, why would I do that? It is fun to do that. It is absolutely fun to poke things around like that. It's a great time to do that, okay? There is no denying that. See, you're just mad because I'm right. You're just mad because you know I'm right. That's what it is. You're mad because you know I'm right. Ha-ha! You win again! You know humans at work judge me. Listen, that's because they're judgmental bastards, and I judge them silently. So that is, that's what I say to that. That is absolutely what I say to that. So you have fun with that one. Ha ha ha. They said tater thing. I mean, it does make sense. I just want to point that out. It does make sense. So I can't really fault them for that way of thinking. All right? It's kind of... It works. So, gonna have to go with them on that one. I thought I heard a firework. They're still blasting off fireworks. I mean, I feel like fireworks get blasted off the entire month of July and half the month of June. I feel like that's what happens. If anybody else doesn't experience that, are you actually from the United States in that point? I mean, maybe it's a regional thing. I know out here it's illegal to go and get fireworks because New York State's ridiculous. So people go to Pennsylvania and they buy them there. So, to put it lightly, obviously the people who are going to get them are going to use them, all right? So the whole point is to use them and explode things, all right? Just don't lose a limb. That's the only thing I ask. Don't lose a limb. So with everything with the workouts that I've been doing or started doing today and the things I have planned, did I mention to you guys I get whole heads of lettuce that I just eat by myself? Just like whole, without cutting them up and shredding them. I just kind of, head of lettuce, crunch. Because I'm a Neanderthal. I think it's fun. Not only do I think it's fun, I know it's healthy. It did something to my hunger today. It really did a good job of holding it.
My name's Jeff.
Keeping it from doing anything. King K26, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. How are we doing today? Welcome. It is good to see you. I'm glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy the streams. We are currently rocking our naval action today, so if you like some sailing, that's pretty much what's going to happen today. It's not going to be anything too crazy since we'd normally be doing naval combat, so if this is naval action but without the action right now. We need money. The bottom line is it's because we need money, and because we need money, we have to do this. Because this ship sucks, and it's the ship you start with, and it really can't do jack shit. So we're kind of, we have our hands tied a bit. But how is your Wednesday going? What brings you in here? How did you find me? I hope you are having a pleasant Wednesday so far. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is. It is. I had to think about that for a second. But either way, we are always down for a good time, no matter what it is. Kev from HJ. Kev from Hampton Jitney. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Let me ask you something then. How is life at the Jitney without me? Is it better or worse? You know, I was actually thinking about you today. I'm sitting there thinking to myself with the new job that I've got. You know, I really wanted to get him some of my burger seasoning, and I never got a chance to. I got to figure out a way to smuggle it into maybe Calverton or something on one of my days off, because I am off weekends, so I can stop in there Saturday at the front desk and say, hey, I need you to get this to Kevin. It's of utter importance. So that's something I'm going to have to work out and figure out how to do that for you. I haven't. Oh, shit, I could have seen that one coming. Oh, man. Do tell. Give me all of the details, because the new job, by the way, is fantastic. I will come to you to get it. My friend, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I was unhappy at that place. I was genuinely unhappy. It's been a shitty time. My whole mentality was absolutely destroyed being in that place. The new job, though, is a lot better. It's closer to home. So instead of it being an hour out of my way every day, it is, or an hour away. Like, one way is an hour. So now it's actually about a half an hour each way. It's a little bit more money hourly and no overtime. And I'm off Sunday, Saturday. I have my weekends back. And the Monday through Friday, it's 10 to 7. So I'm on a semi-normal schedule, which is why I'm able to stream now. Finally able to get back to streaming. I'm so happy that I'm able to do this. I've missed this so much. So much. Where the fuck is Governor's Harbor? I feel like that one is down to the south a bit. It is. We're going to go do that one. But how have you been otherwise, my friend? I know I miss a couple people from there. I'm going to admit that. I miss a few of you guys. But most of it, you are so much happier, though. Oh, I know. I know. So, do tell me. Give me all the deets. Good for you, bro. I'm okay. We missed you, too. I'm glad to know I missed. You were a bit cranky. Bit cranky is telling it lightly. But, yo, give me the details. I need to know the deets on this. Like, how bad has it gotten? Sheesh. Like, I had to do what I did. I had to just get the fuck out. It had to happen. There was no getting out of that one. No changing that. There was no changing that. There's nothing they could have done to keep me there. I mean, you know, I was looking for weeks or months even before it actually ended up happening. Oh, we are right against the wind right now. It shouldn't take too long. We're going to be able to get out of it here shortly. It's the good thing about these smaller ships. These smaller ships, they actually do decently well with the wind coming sort of at them. They do okay. They don't do great, but they do better than the bigger ones. They do much better than the bigger ones. So that's something to keep in mind. So other than that, we should be all right. Yeah, we're good here. We got to head south though. We got to head way south. We got to head out here to Governor's Harbor. Plucky gets that. I mean, we split. See, I was always the one blamed for the splits getting fucked up. So much so that Tony D in the city making comments like, yo, we need to deal with Josh. He's getting the fucking split. He's fucked up. Like, come on, man. I'm not even one giving the splits. And I gave the splits. When I did, I had to give it 5 or 6 times to get it through the fucker's head. Like, bro, really? How is that my fault when I have to repeat it 6 times to you when you still manage to fuck it up? Like, come on. Because that's pretty much what ended up happening. I mean, a lot of the J1s, a few of the J1s just could not they can't get it through their head. A number of them sitting there saying, oh, yeah, we're smoking weed. And I've seen them smoking weed every night. Every single night I was dropping somebody off at that hotel. Like, the whole group of them are out there smoking weed. Like, they're doing it constantly. So, it's... it was becoming like, okay, these guys, they're clearly here for one thing. It definitely ain't this. But not my tribe, not my Indians. So I'm kind of, yeah, that was that. It was, I needed to change. And I'm glad I got it. But it's... Even Liz can tell you. Liz is my other half, by the way. She actually, after like when I stopped going, when I was when I didn't have to go to the jitney anymore, I basically everything changed. My whole mentality, my whole mood, everything changed. It was like just night and day difference. And then even being at the new job, now I've been at the new job 3 weeks. This is the 3rd week. Even working the new job, it has been... I'm not stressed the fuck out anymore. I'm not ready to rip somebody's head off afterwards. I'm not so dead inside that I can't do anything else. Like, obviously, I'm streaming. I worked today. I've been up since, 6 o'clock this morning? I worked out at the gym for an hour and 20 minutes, almost an hour and a half. Worked 10 to 7, and now I'm doing this until probably 10. I'll probably rock this until 10-ish, give or take. It all depends on how much we can actually get done in a amount of time. Like, I try to keep the streams kind of short, only because it is a lot of time. I was ready to just do dispatch on Thursday and Friday instead of being in the city. Oh, boy. Yeah, Mike is probably... Yeah, I can imagine that. I could imagine that. I mean, that place does things to people, unfortunately. It really does. And not for the better. I've actually... I've contemplated going to the DOL. It's definitely a drinking night. Oh, boy. West, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. How are you? What are you up to? But... Nah, like, you know what? I've been contemplating going to the DOL about the shit that they've been pulling. Like, a lot of the bullshit that they've done to people. I've felt compelled to have to do something about it. So, yeah. I've seriously contemplated. I've been better, just sore as crap. Worked this morning and just super tired. Oh, West, the working man. My man, we're always working in some kind of way. It's the reality. It's the truth. It sucks, but we just got to do it sometimes, you know? We'll see if my numbers hit tonight. Maybe then I won't have to work anymore. Very busy morning at work, down 5 people. You know who can actually attest to being down a number of people? That would be Liz. Liz's job has a notorious habit of having like half the staff call out daily, especially Fridays. Fridays is just that day that, ooh, everybody in the mother calls out. It's great. Every time I turn around, someone's out. Bingo! We had 4 people to run the whole store from 8 to 2. I mean, that's only 4 hours. But those are 4 very busy hours at that point. That's what it turns into. Came in at 7, left at 2. So at least you left on time. Like, I know a lot of places that would say, nope, we don't have the staff. You need to stay. You have to stay. Yeah. Oh my God, Friday is horrid. I know it is. Believe me, I get it. I can tell. Oh, man. We got a distance to cover here. I mean, it's not terrible. We got a little bit of a distance, but it's not horrible. Thankfully, all the relief people came in on time. Well, that's good. That's fantastic. See, when the relief shows up when they're supposed to, that's a good thing. Never leave on time, but I'll take the hours. Bingo. Take those hours. Make that paper. Which is why I'm very much enjoying my streaming right now. I'm not getting anything for ad revenue, but that's okay. I don't have the viewership for that, unfortunately. That is what it is. It happens. It's okay. So, you know, it's been a decent day. It has been a decent day. Apparently, it's Prime Week, so my job is going off the rails right now. Apparently with the number of stops that the drivers have in for my terminal, we have 130 stops on average on Mondays. Mondays are pretty heavy, and then it dies down throughout the week. So I'll have around 115 or 110 on Tuesday. I'll have maybe 100 on Wednesday, and then I'll have between 90 and 100 for Thursday and Friday. They'll usually be kind of light. So unfortunately, Monday we had about 130 stops. Yesterday we had about 115, 110, which is right on par for what it usually is. And then today hit. We had 138 today. And apparently tomorrow is just going to be just as heavy because of Prime Week the way it is. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, Prime Week is happening right now. I think it started today, and it'll run until the 11th. So if you guys want to get some deals on Amazon, now's the time to do it. So by all means, I think it started yesterday, actually, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yeah, we do keep forgetting that. You're right. I need to go in early tomorrow. You need to go in early tomorrow? Well, that's unfortunate. But look at it this way. You get more money out of it. Isn't that what that means? Thankfully, other relief people never leave on time. They fired the morning cashier that was full-time, so I have some of his hours for the next 3 schedules. Oh, my. It's always fun when you get to pick up somebody else's pieces. Listen, somebody else's loss is your gain. That's what it comes down to, friend. I'm just glad, honestly, I'm just glad with your whole situation that's been going on that your job has remained intact for the most part. That's what really makes me happy for you. Wish I could prime, but broke. I mean, yeah, I've exhausted the credit card pretty much. Yeah, I've pretty much exhausted it. I think I've got $170 left on it, so I got to pay it up pretty good. Probably Friday, and I gotta pay one of them. I gotta put at least 100, if not 200, into the one I think I want to put like 80. No, I got to put like 180 or something into the one. Yeah, and I'm aiming to be early. I hate being even the 5 minutes late. It's making me mad. Well, I'm honestly surprised he wasn't fired sooner. Was he that bad? Or was he like pulling shit he shouldn't have been? Like, there's a couple of ways that could go, friend. There's a couple ways. Psycho Rick, hello from the middle of the woods at the family cabin. How is Naval Action? Psycho Rick, what's going on, buddy? How are you? How are you enjoying the middle of the woods is my question. How is Naval Action? Let's put it this way. It's a lot more naval and a lot less action. So we're still sailing around trying to make money. I don't think I have enough to arm my Cerberus yet. I think I have guns. I just don't have gunpowder or ammunition or crew. I think that's what I'm missing right now. We'll get there. It's just a matter of time. I'm somebody who likes to have a little bit more than I need, so God forbid, or so I have something to start with afterwards, or something left over, because you kind of need it. It was just bad. Complained about everything and just droned on and on about nonsense that didn't even make sense. So, in other words, he was on drugs. Got it. I'm loving it. So peaceful and so relaxing. See, I miss camping. I do like camping. Camping has always been fun for me. And it gives me a reason to pull out my machetes and my Bowie knives. It gives me a reason to do that. So, yeah. Definitely enjoy those moments. Even though most people don't let me have knives because of what I did to my hand all those years ago. You know, I'm still not... I'm still giving shit about that. That's the worst part of it. I'm still giving shit for that. But it's okay otherwise. So I know I mentioned the credit card deal and what had happened. So I'm waiting to see if I get more offers. Because if I start getting more offers, I'm going to start trying to get some more. I've been hearing things about the Black Flag remake. I'm pumped. Are they really doing... Is it a remaster or is it a remake? It's a very different thing, my friend. It's a very different thing between remaster and remake. That's what a lot of people, I feel like, have trouble grasping. There is a big difference. Like the Final Fantasy VII remake was 100% of that was a remake. That was a remake. That wasn't a remaster. That was a remake. The Final Fantasy X and X-2 HDs, those were remasters. So those were leaving things exactly the same, or for the most part the same. They just updated the graphics. They improved the visuals, brought it to a modern viewpoint. Not to mention having a completely new and updated remixed score, which I thought sounded okay. I thought I felt better having the originals because I grew up with the original on PlayStation 2, so I needed to have the original soundtrack. I had to. I couldn't not. All right. Little Isaac Rocks, back to Marsh. I'm not doing that again. Fuck that. I am not going back there. No. Not happening. We're going to do something different. I think we're going to go to Little Isaac Rocks instead. Yeah, actually, that one's closer. Which one pays better? Little Isaac Rocks pays better. That's the one we're going to do next. All right, we're up to 43,000. That's not bad. I don't even have my full crew yet. It's going to be a while before I get my full crew, I think, in all fairness. The amount of crew I can have is actually pretty high. I think I can have 1,700 from my crew. Something like that. I got to double check. I got to double check what my actual crew limit is. I think it's 1,700. You know what? I wonder if it tells me. Yeah, it's not going to tell me here. All right. That's fine. Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, 1,700 right there. I could have 1,700 crew. I believe it's a remake. I've heard about improvements on gameplay and a few other things. I'm very excited. I would be too, since I know that was a huge thing with the naval combat. A lot of people praised its naval combat mechanic. So, Rick, have you seen anything on Ahoy? I know a couple of individuals in your Discord have been posting about Ahoy and tagging me in that stuff. Have you seen anything on it? Have you looked into it at all? Is it something you would consider? Just know that's probably going to be a PC experience. It's probably not going to be something on console, which I'm pretty sure by the time that comes out, I'm fairly certain you'll have a PC of some kind. I'm pretty confident in that. Speaking of like buying things and shit, I have to get a lot of my stuff figured out for the cruise. I got to get my luggage together. I'm still... Yeah, I know. I'm kind of dilly-dallying on that. You'd think I'd get that already. I have the passport already, which is good, which I got to update my license to. I got to get that to the enhanced. And I think I want to try to go for global entry. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it for this. The cruise, I don't think it really it applies to. I think it more so applies to flying in and out of the country. But I definitely want to get global entry. It also comes with TSA pre-check, so it makes going through airport security a breeze compared to the other way around. So I do kind of want to get that. I think I'll try to get that situated relatively soon, only because I know it's a process to get global entry. I know my buddy Fuzz from Canada, he's got it. He said it was it's definitely something to get if you plan to travel a lot. Correction, travel internationally a lot. I know that I plan to go to Iceland. I'd like to go to Iceland next May. I want to go to FanFest for Eve. That's the biggest thing. I want to go to FanFest. And now I have an ability to do it. I have the method. I have the way I can get it. Well, I'm going to get back to spending time with my stepdad. Have a good one, everyone. You're all beautiful, amazing people. And Boosh, you're a nerd. Of course I'm a nerd, and I love it. Thank you, sir. Rick, it's always a pleasure to see you in chat. I hope you enjoy your time in the cabin, in the peaceful serenity of the woods around you. I do appreciate you stopping in, though, my friend. Guys, Rick is great people, and he's been trying to get into streaming as well. He struggles a little bit with some... He gets discouraged a bit by some of the stuff that he's got going on. His equipment's not the greatest, but he can still stream. Guys, he can still pull it off. I've been trying to give him that support. I want to give him that support so badly because I know he can do it. I know he can. 100%. And I want to see him succeed at it. Just like I want to see myself succeed at this. And I know I have it. I know I can do the streaming and everything. It's just it's consistency, guys. It's consistency and sticking with it. And that's the hardest part. Like, you're going to get discouraged with this. Like, you're going to find a point where you don't have any viewers in chat for a while. But the more you keep at it, the more exposure you can get, people will start to trickle in. And it's not so much how your stream looks or how it sounds per se, but it's the person behind the screen. It's the person behind the screen that really matters. That's what people usually stay for. It's the personality behind it. So I love the phrase of came for the gameplay, stayed for the personality of the streamer. That's easily the best way I could put it. And if you guys are thinking about starting to stream, find something you enjoy playing. Don't stream something because it's popular right now or because that's the thing that's trending. Like, you don't want to be another dime a dozen Call of Duty streamer. You don't want to be one of those, all right? Think about it. Everybody and their mother streams Call of Duty Warzone or Call of Duty in general, and then they sit there and wonder 6 months later, how have I only got 3 viewers and nobody and nothing else? Because you have no engagement, because you're playing the same thing and streaming the same thing that another 100,000 or 10 million people exactly the same as you are also streaming. You don't really stand out. You're just another Call of Duty streamer. Find something you have that's fun or that you enjoy. I love streaming Dead by Daylight. Does it get me a whole lot of viewers? No. Is that okay? Absolutely. Because you know what? That means the right viewers will show up. The ones that are there for every stream. The ones that come and hang out and chat. The ones that just stop by to stop by. Like, that's the kind of viewers you want. You don't want people just following you because you followed them. You want people following you because they genuinely enjoy your content. Those are real followers, guys. Those are real followers. Those other ones are considered empty. I know you guys are seeing my follower count at 66 here. There's a reason it's 66, all right? It used to be 660-something. But I felt it needed to be nuked because I was at a point where I had taken a number of hiatuses, and most of those follows were empty. They maybe came in the one time and then never showed back up. A lot of them would only follow me if I followed them. And then they were never in stream. They were never in channel. So I've evolved over time. Like, you guys got to remember, I've been streaming for a long time. So it's not like I don't know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I'm always learning new tricks and new tips and new methods to promote or to grow my content. Like right now, my TikTok, I started posting content to TikTok today because that is going to be documenting my fitness journey. So I'm excited to get that going. Like, I've been waiting to start posting on TikTok until I started doing that. So now it's also a case of I'm holding myself accountable for what I'm trying to do and lose the weight. But it's also a case of there are people out there that are trying to lose weight and struggling to do so. And I feel like that gives them a look at somebody who's struggled for a long time with it. And, hey, this guy can do it, so can I. That's the way I look at this. I want to be motivational. I want to be someone who inspires people around him. And I know I can do that. I absolutely know I can do it. I've done it in the past. I've done it before. I've lost the weight before. It sucks having gained it all back, and I know why I gained it all back. See, the fact that I know how and why I gained it all back is what makes it so much easier to go and actually try to lose, okay? If any of you have struggled losing weight or with eating certain ways, by all means, don't feel like you're alone. Because I'm telling you, you're not. You're not alone at all. Like, even tell your story. Tell your story. I'm always open to hearing about it. I'm always open to it. My chat is an open place. It's an open forum, everybody. We're all friends here. It's a judgment-free zone. Unless you come in spouting your shit right away. If you just come into my channel and then immediately start spouting about your stream, get the fuck out. Like, that's not going to make me look at your content. That's going to make me sit here and say, all right, you're shamelessly hawking your bullshit in here, unwarranted, unsolicited, and you don't even follow me. You've never been in here before. What are you doing? It kicked me off. Sometimes it does that. Twitch is finicky. Welcome back, though. Good to have you back. We've just been ranting and rambling about streaming stuff. Content creation. I'm starting to think I didn't work my chest out hard enough because I'm not sore enough. I can still move my limbs. Okay? So, unfortunately, I've got this workout regimen where my whole, have you drank your water? I have. You have to remember something about that, so don't yell at me, all right? A head of lettuce is like 96% water, okay? I had 2 of those fuckers today. So, put it this way. You can pretty much get an idea of what your hydration level is by how you piss, all right? If it's a nice palish yellow, like very, very like a translucent yellow, you are well hydrated, you're good. If it's clear, you are too hydrated, you have too much water. So, I'm happy to announce my piss is like a lovely translucent yellow. Guess what that means? I'm well hydrated. So, yelling at me, have I drank my water? Of course I have, because I had the help of 2 heads of lettuce. By the way, those heads of lettuce were like, what were they? 2 for $3, so it wasn't terrible, and they went a long way. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to switch to only 1, though. I think having 2 was a little extreme. I think that was a bit much, now that I think about it. So I'll tell you guys exactly what I did today. So I went to the gym. When I got home, when I left the gym, I went to the grocery store, picked up my 2 heads of lettuce. I got home from the store, showered, and got myself dressed up, ready to go. And then I made myself some eggs. So I made the eggs. No salt. I just used pepper. All right. So I had a quadruple serving of a protein shake with those eggs. So my protein at that point, using 6 eggs, so roughly 6 grams of protein per egg. So you had 24 grams of protein from the eggs. Then you had the 120 grams of protein from the protein shake. Because it's 60 grams per 2 scoops. I had 4. So that sets me up for 120 right there. So that's 144 grams of protein right off the bat in the morning. All right. And then I had a whole head of lettuce. That's where I think the problem lies. So what I think I'm going to do tomorrow, a little bit differently, okay, I'm going to wake up, go to the gym, all right? When I'm done with the gym, I'm going to stop at the grocery store, grab myself, again, I'm going to get myself 2 heads of lettuce. But I'm only going to have 1 tomorrow because I'm going to make my eggs for breakfast, all right, with just pepper, maybe a little bit of paprika to add a little bit more of a spice to kickstart the metabolism a little bit. And then I'm going to have my protein shake. I'm going to try to have it on my drive to work, though. I'm not going to have it right with the eggs. All right, because that's a lot of protein at once. I do have a meal prep container that my lovely other half has left me with a bunch of chicken. So I'm going to set that up to be my lunch at work. But I'm also going to have my head of lettuce. So I'll have a head of lettuce during the day. I'll have my smaller portion chicken pre-made thing. And then that's going to be the last thing I have to eat. Can't have anything else. Now, I'm going to quadruple up on the protein as well. So I am going to do the 4 scoops, but I'm still trying to wonder if I want to go that route. I might not. Honestly, I might not. So I'm trying to keep it a low calorie too. So I'd like to keep a low calorie diet. Low calorie, low carb, high protein. I'm looking to get a lot of protein. I almost want to see if I can get a couple of something like protein bars or something to have to snack on throughout the day. I know I can use certain vegetables and whatnot, but I got to have something that I'm snacking on because right now I'm used to having a bit more and eating more frequently, so I need to do something to kind of stave off the cravings a bit. I'll figure it out. I know I will. It's just a matter of time. So where are we at now? All right. Let me see where I'm at money-wise here. We might be... If I can get one back to Nassau, we will probably call it there. Yeah, there's nothing to Nassau right now. All right, we're just going to take the trip back to Nassau empty. I think we're going to call it a night here. See how much more... All right, so I have enough that I can get a full crew back. Nice. I can do that. But then I won't have enough to get ammunition for my ships. That's a bit of a struggle. That's what we're going to struggle with. All right, that's what we're going to have issues with. All right, I know an ad break just took place, so I'm going to repeat the information. We're probably going to end it once we get back to Nassau here. It's a little slow tonight, and I do want to get a little bit of extra rest for tomorrow with everything kicking off again. I'm so happy that I got started with that again. I really needed to start doing that. So probably be ending just a smidge early tonight. What time is it? It's 9:30 roughly, and that's okay. That is A-okay. All right. So we are going to head back to Nassau. which is kind of our base of operations right now. I can't get into any combat action with these. I have no ammunition. I've got nothing. I've got I've really got literally nothing right now. So, yeah, let's be careful with that, shall we? Oh man. I mean, I've got my vitamins that I've been taking to help supplement some other things. It's just one a day. It's nothing really crazy that I'm doing with that. But you know what? I've needed something else to help out a little bit with stuff that I'm missing. Hi, buddy. Oh, the cat. He's a little finicky. Trig is a finicky kitty, guys. Trig is a finicky kitty, but he is a good kitty. He's a good cat. He's a good boy, for the most part, when he's not a menace and not breaking things. We all do love our pets, don't we? We all do things for our pets. The things we do for our animals and four-legged friends. Or in my case, my eight-legged friends. You know, it really is fascinating. The fact of the tarantulas, it really is a fascinating thing. The fact that one of my bird eaters, I have two, guys. You got to remember, I have two bird eaters. I have the Theraphosa sturmi, which is the burgundy Goliath bird eater, and I have the Lacidora parahabana, which is the Brazilian salmon pink bird eater. So when I picked up the Brazilian salmon pink bird eater, she was missing two limbs, all right? So I was perfectly okay taking that tarantula from the reptile place. They even asked me, do you want a different one? That one's missing limbs. I'm like, honestly, that's all good. It's fine that she's missing limbs. And they kind of looked at me funny, like, you're really okay? And I said, yeah, she'll grow them back in the next molt. I'm surprised you guys don't know that. Then they kind of like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah, she'll regrow them in the next molt, which shouldn't be too long, but yeah, she'll regrow them. 100%. She'll be fine. Give her like 2 molts. Those legs will be exactly like the rest of them. It really is a fascinating thing. When they do molt, they do regenerate limbs. All right. The interesting part about that is you can tell after the first one which legs have been replaced or have been repaired, I guess you could say, because they are not the same thickness. They're not the same width as the rest of their legs. And I know that because my pink toe here had a bit of an accident with the lid when I was trying to do some maintenance in her enclosure, and she kind of got her legs stuck in the lid a little bit as I was closing it. So what's interesting about the triage for them is they will disconnect the leg if something like that happens. They'll all just automatically do that. And for a while, she was missing a limb, but then she molted and had all of her limbs back. But that one limb that needed to be replaced was a lot thinner than the other ones. It's like, oh, okay, so a couple of months passed, she molted again, and the leg was almost identical to the others. You really couldn't tell which leg it was. So it really is a fascinating thing to know that they can do that. So right now, my other bird eater, the Theraphosa sturmi that I have up there, she has molted recently, and in doing so, apparently one of her legs is not in the greatest of shape. I don't know what would have caused that, but the one leg is it looks like it's a fused joint or something, or it's the wrong way. Like it was oriented the wrong way, so she can't use that leg. She hasn't disconnected it though, which I'm not sure what to think about that. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but she's still mobile. She still moves around. She can still catch prey. She's caught a roach just fine already. Had no issue with it, so that's good news. But I'm pretty sure the next molt that she has, there's probably going to be a difference with that leg. She's probably going to have it repaired in some kind of way. Do I know when that molt's going to be? Not entirely sure, because she only just molted recently within the last month. So it's and I'm still not sure the growth rate of that species. I still have the Arizona Blonde, which is still about this big, because that is a notoriously slow-growing species. And I mean, it is notoriously slow-growing. I mean, I don't even remember the last time that one molted, and I know it's completely fine. It's very small. The humidity is fine in here. The temperatures are fine in here. She's just... It's a slow-growing species. That's what it is. It is a very slow-growing species. I mean, I've got my Mexican Fireleg that molts on a kind of a regular schedule almost. The Choco Goldney, same thing, molts on a regular schedule for the most part. So it's nice to see them growing. But all right, we are back in Nassau. Let's see if we can actually get the Cerberus ready to go to some degree. There's a lot more hold space there. That's going to be helpful. There's a lot more hold space here. So we do have guns already. They're mediums, they're not longs. I like to use the longs for the penetration values on those. They do a whole lot better when going up against a lot of ships. So the benefit of running the Cerberus, though, we're going to be able to really go after some trade vessels with this. That's what we're going to want to do. So the crew is 158. I think I've got enough crew. Yeah, I've got 261 right now. So we have enough to crew it. We just need to get it ammunition. So what are we going to do for ammunition? Simply put, we are going to fit her out with a regular round shot. Obviously, we need copious amounts of gunpowder, and I mean copious amounts of gunpowder. So we do have a lot of stuff still from running the basic links. So we are going to fit this guy up here. We're going to throw the gunpowder in, round shot. We've got a couple things of grape. We are going to be swapping, though. I've got a lot of hull and rig reps here. I've got a lot. So it's 3 hull reps per cycle, and it's 8 rig reps per cycle. So we want to carry 5 reps apiece. So we need 15 hull. I did not need that much. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. 15. I only need 15 because 15 is 5 times that route. We need 40, though, for the rig. All right, there we go. I've got round. Do we want to throw grape and chain? And we want chain. We definitely want chain. And we're going to need a lot more gunpowder. So how many guns does this have? I don't even know. You know, we're just going to get... We're going to do 140 rounds of chain. We'll do 140 rounds of chain. Grape. I don't think we're going to be using grape too much, but I will buy a number of rounds of grape. We're going to do 240 rounds of grape. See how much this is costing already? This is a pretty hefty amount of cash right now that we are spending. And now gunpowder. So gunpowder is not super expensive, but it's expensive enough where it's going to break the bank a little bit. We want to be able to make our own. That's what it's coming down to. We really want an ability to make our own. I don't think I need 6,000. I think you know what? We might be fine running a... what the hell did I just do with that? Did I just sell it back, or what the hell did I just do? I just misclicked, and I don't know where that went. Bruh, where did that go? Where the hell did that go? It says I own it, too. Like, where is it? What in the holy hell, where did it go? That's where it went. Okay. I found it! God damn it, I just hit... that's not what I want. God damn it. Stop it! Send to docs, you fuck. Oh my god, I keep misclicking shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. Split. Thank you. Let's throw 4,000. Yeah, let's throw 4,000. I might want to add some shot. How many guns is the Cerberus? 26. All right, so we got stern chasers. So we got 28 guns. It's a 28 gun 6th rate. All right, yeah, we'll go through that amount of shot in no time. We're going to need a lot more round. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more round. What are we thinking, 1,200? Let's do 1,000. Let's call it a cool 1,000. Yeah, let's run a cool 1,000. Here we go. All right, so she's a little overloaded right now. Yeah, she's way overloaded. We don't need that many shots. No, we don't. We are going to drop this down to about 700. Actually, 900. Yeah, we'll drop it to 900. That's better. I don't know if we need that much gunpowder, though. Yeah, we'll start with 2,400 on board. Yeah, we'll start with 2,400 on board. We got 140 chain, 244 grape. Okay, now the interesting thing is we are going to start losing weight as we fight. So that's going to be something to keep in mind. Okay, so as of right now, we are actually situated to begin the next stream and actually do some fighting. How exciting. I'm going to put the rest of my money into hiring crew, I think. So what do we got? 4,135 that we can work with. We're going to rock 4,000. And we'll just do that. 195 extra crew. All right, so that leaves us with some extra crew to work with, and we are going to be A-okay. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. It has been fun, but we are going to call it an evening. Don't do anything crazy or stupid that I wouldn't do, and we will see you tomorrow for some more Dead by Daylight, or as I like to call it, and have been titling it, Dead by Boosh. Bye-bye.